Hello and welcome to GenZReacts. Today we are handing the mic over to the bold and brilliant Gen Zs, and they are talking about a very sensitive topic, Japa. To or not to. You get it. My name is King Kwaku Mensah, and I'll be right back. Welcome back. As I said before I went on the break, we are discussing to leave the country for greener pastures, otherwise known as Japa, or to stay in a country called Ghana and help build it for themselves, Gen Zs. And we have 6 brilliant minds, bold, not afraid to share their opinions. We have Enoch as usual, we have Dede here, we have Nobody's Ex, aka Water, and we have Akpe. Malis is also here. And gentlemen, what's your name?
Moses.
Moses. So I'll start with you, Moses. Let's part the Red Sea correctly. Would you leave the country or you stay?
I think first of all, I'd have to ask you a question. Would you, with the current conditions that you're experiencing in this country, would you want to stay in this country?
Okay, with the current conditions I am experiencing, I'd stay.
Well, you're being disingenuous. But
No, you're asking of my opinion, yes? And you're asking the current conditions I am facing. You do not know the current conditions I am facing.
Okay, so I still feel you're being disingenuous, but let me share my opinion. So when you take a look at the current living conditions within the country, and what is expected,
For you or for everybody?
or general average, the barest minimum, what everybody expects.
Right.
If you take a look at what we are experiencing and the promise of greener pastures outside, you would definitely be coerced into moving outside. Yeah. Now let's break it down. Now the city is hitting 15 cities as we speak. Yeah. That would mean that the cost of food prices, the cost of transportation will shoot up. Beyond that, we live in a country where you can have a first-class degree and still not have a job. All right. We live in a country where even when people are attempting to make wealth for themselves, speaking about content creators, they are monetizing influencer marketing and content creation. The government is finding ways to introduce what we call an influencer tax to take a part of those earnings too. So this country, yes, so the country's philosophy and formula is to do what? They won't give you the helping hand, but when you try to create wealth for yourself too, they destroy the wealth. You get it. And when you compare that to the other systems that are practiced in other countries, in other jurisdictions, they create an environment for you to thrive. Right. All right. So for Western countries, for those of you who've lived in Western countries, you understand that when you live in a Western country, the government sees it as their responsibility to develop your potential. And that is why education is far more accessible in those countries than here. Jobs, even if they will not give you white-collar jobs, they create opportunities for you to create wealth for yourself. That is not what we are seeing in this country. And so the most simple answer to the question that you've asked is that if I have the opportunity to travel to a different country, I would do it without thinking twice.
Let me take your opinion on that. Would you help build Mother Ghana, or you leave and come back later and come and build it?
Okay, now that is a trick question. Because leaving...
If you leave, you not come back.
But So, if when I leave, would I come back to help build Ghana?
The question I'm asking you is, would you Japa?
Yes.
Hey.
Yes, without hesitation. Now, for my gap year in France, okay, I noticed something that touched my heart. Mm-hmm. Now, if I have 20 euros, 20 euros, and I want to buy groceries for the week, now I would go to the supermarket. I would buy pork. Okay, you can get like a large cut of pork for about 8 euros. You can get tomato paste.
In summary, you can get everything for just 20 euros that you need for the week.
Yes.
Okay, for 20 euros.
For under 20 euros.
20 euros.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy that things like meat, milk, and eggs in France are run of the mill. Like they are common. Like they are easy. They are cheap. You understand? Here in Ghana, a crate of eggs is how much is it now? 55? 60 cities. Look at that. Milk, a tin of milk. A tin is 12 cities. A tin of milk. In France, I could get a liter of milk for 3 euros. 3, 2. I could get a pack of it.
Why are you comparing a developed country's economy to a developing country's economy?
That brings me back to my first point as to why I would Japa. Because already the economy is, excuse my language, pretty shitty. Okay? It is hard to survive with the current economic conditions. Food is expensive, fuel, let's not go there. So yes,
You would leave
Yes.
because of these conditions that you've mentioned.
Yes, and I would make something of myself, come back and then help in my own way. I am not Santa Claus. I am not Superman, but then I will do what I can. I don't have to be the president to do something. I don't have to be a minister to do something.
But you can start a business when you return.
Yes, I just need means. That's
Okay,
all.
you just need meat.
Means.
Okay, I heard I need meat. Akpe, how about you? Two gentlemen say they are leaving. Moses and Enoch, they're leaving. Would you also leave?
Okay. This issue. This issue. Well, I wouldn't want to leave Ghana. And if I leave someday, I'll definitely come back. Maybe just for a vacation.
You wouldn't want to leave?
Yes. If I leave, I'll definitely come back. Maybe I just want to go and explore. I'm on an adventure. I want to see new things. I want to enjoy. Yes, but considering how things are in the country, it's not favoring. So I think that we can do better. Yes, in order to allow the youth go, because they are considering economic activities right here. Moses talked about the hardship in the country. The second gentleman to did the same thing. So I think that the government should do more for us. It's all about the economy. Do more for it, so that the youth doesn't leave the country. But I am not leaving though. I am not going anywhere. I have nowhere to go.
Dede,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm good. What about you?
We're back here. We're still blessed and still learning. So talk to me. Do you have your passport and visa ready to leave, or you still stay in Ghana, help build it? As a Gen Z with such knowledge about the future and what has happened and what you're going through, I think you'd be a better candidate if you stay over and help build the country, no?
So my first rhetorical question would, why would I spend so much money getting a ticket whilst I can invest in that money right here in Ghana?
In Ghana.
Yes, I'm not leaving. I have the means to survive in Ghana. So there's no way I'll leave. I'll stay here, invest that money into a business. And few years to come, as Akpe said, maybe if you want to go and enjoy somewhere, that's fair enough. But for me to take money, borrow money, look for other, I don't know, maybe some even sell their properties. You go to a different country, you have nowhere to stay, you are homeless. You come back empty-handed. So I think it's better you stay in the country, make that money, save that money, make something good out of that money. And from there, you can choose to go there, come back, go back. No one cares about that. But to leave saying there's no future in this country, I think there's a future in this country. If you dig well, yes, if you dig well.
Yeah, the Gen Zs are the future. You guys are the future. So if the future is running,
And someone said I'm not Santa Claus. Who is Santa Claus? No one is Santa Claus. No one is. We all have to join hands, because you can't be like, okay, I'm leaving this into one person's hand, and when I come back, I know it will be better. No. It's, and family home, my career. Yes.
I've been itching to speak, right?
So yes, me personally, I am entitled to my opinions. I would stay in this country. That ticket money, I would invest in a business.
Do you think the ticket money will be enough to start a business in
It will be
Ghana?
enough. It would be enough. It will be enough. Yes, there are thrift wears, lip gloss business, phone case, pre-order, and you can do a lot with this money.
So if you want to leave, if you're contemplating, Malis, if you're contemplating of leaving the country because the conditions are not favorable and you can't start a business, you are proving that you can actually start it. And those who want to leave are actually, in quotes, lazy.
They are lazy, yes, they are. Sorry to say, but they are no, I'm not sorry. They are lazy. Because you can do something in this country and you will generate enough. Sorry to pinch you. One lady actually had an interview and she said she brought, I think, 1,000 euros to Ghana. And that could pay up a rent for 1 year. She brought the money from that. And she's saying it's better to stay in Ghana and work here. I feel if we are able to live within our means, most of us, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, most of us are out. And you want to save with this money. You think when you go to the other countries too, Monday, Saturday, Sunday, you are out there chilling. No, you are working. So when you're in, when you are in Ghana, you have to work hard and you spend off that living. That's it. It's not about you going outside the country.
Right. Moses, you seem not to agree to what Dede is saying.
You see, in our bid to become controversial so we get clicks and like.
No, this is her opinion, not in a bit.
And this is also my opinion. So let's, I'm saying that personally, I feel like in a bid to become controversial and make certain statements that become trendy, we should not spit on the hard work of honest, hardworking Ghanaian youth. Okay. She made an example that you can start a business with. Let me tell you, when it comes to entrepreneurship in this country, there's a man called Michael Ajekumado, Kama Group of Companies. Recently, at a symposium, he clearly stated that the economic conditions in this country that is prevailing robbed him of his investments, and now he's lost most of the companies that he owns.
And most companies are actually leaving the country.
And they're leaving the country. Is she telling me that she's a far better entrepreneur than Michael Ajekumado? You see, the point is, you can have resources. You can have resources to start a business. You can have the vision, the drive, the passion. But within the business ecosystem, if the conditions do not inure to the benefits of the business, you'll be running your hard-earned monies into a drain. That's the point she needs to understand, that it goes beyond having passion and resources. The government and all the other factors must create an environment for businesses to thrive. The owners of the businesses that are leaving this country, she's not a far better entrepreneur than them, but there's a reason why they're leaving this country. So she needs to understand that it's not that Ghanaian youth are lazy. People come up with innovative ideas on a daily basis, but because there is no support,
Conditions are not conducive.
the conditions are not conducive. Yes.
Translate in other words, to sum everything up, you're working hard in
the wrong country.
Right. Water.
The only thing, look, the reason why I'm having this conversation with you right now, and I'm not in maybe the UK, is because I don't have a passport and a visa. Like this conversation.
And you would have to pay twice the amount now because.
Look, let me say this. Nothing will stop me.
Nothing will stop you. You still pay and go.
Yeah, for better life. I mean, what are we talking about? And I've heard, I want to say something. She said, let me give this warning to those already who have Japa. And then they do videos and say, oh, come back to Ghana, keep quiet. If Ghana was better, or if you claim, why are you still there? Like, if you claim that place is worse, why are you still there? Like, don't come in, don't do that. Don't stop it. It's not nice. Let me now come to my opinion, yeah. She's talking about, she even made a statement that Ghanaian youth are lazy. It's nice to be talking is free, but like I feel like Ghanaian youth are not lazy. We are the most hardworking people in this country, more hardworking than even the older generation. And I say this with like facts. Look, there are young people who are doing a lot. Even if it's influencing, they are putting in the work. And here lies the case that you are working so much and then you are paying e-levy taxes. You are paying unnecessary taxes that are not even like COVID and all of that. Like we are paying taxes for all those things. The system is not helping. When I can travel somewhere else and then the system will even come and ask me, what do you want? Like, what do you want? Is there any help I can give? And then I'll still say I'll stay here. You understand? I'll stay here. And no, I would prefer, and I'm saying this with facts, I'll prefer to be a tree. outside. Work when it's Christmas, they'll put Christmas lights around me. Than I'll be in this country. And that's on period.
Right, Walter. I'll let you say something. I'll ask you a question, but Akpe, you.
Yes, are you serious? Like, you've got to be kidding me. They worked hard to build theirs too. That's why I am of the opinion that the government must hear our voice of working on our economy. If you work on the economy, we will stay. Just work on it for us. We can all do it. If you are the future, you are the voice, and you want to leave, you want to Japa because of the current conditions. That is why you have the opportunity to elect better people who can do it for you, better people who can do it for you. So if you Japa, who is going to tell the younger generation what to do? If they are not doing it, we should stay and be able to do it. So don't Japa.
So my idea here right now is the two of you. Why won't you invest that money into a business, then leave the country and start all over again? No.
Resources. I just have resources. Listen, and let me educate you.
Okay, educate me. I'm listening.
When it comes to entrepreneurship is not just having the resources to start a business. That is not it. Then everybody could be an entrepreneur. But there are certain factors that must go hand in hand that will affect the business. For example, taxes. Taxes kill the drive of any business. So if I am doing a business and the taxes are too high, it means that the profit margins I'm even expecting will be cut down to half or zero. Secondly, another thing that inures to the benefit of is government support when it comes to expansion, getting loans from banks, all those things. If those things do not exist and there's a high interest rate for me to go and get a loan to expand my business, it will be difficult for me to even thrive as a business. Another thing that affects the quality of businesses.
That will be your last point.
Yeah, that will be my last point. Is how stable the CD is. You get it? Because it affects the cost of doing business. The CD is already 15 CDs. Currently, it's hovering around 15 CDs. But yeah, on approximately 15 CDs. Have you thought about the gross damage it's going to do to current entrepreneurs and businesses? Your standpoint is that because you have resources, it's enough to become a successful entrepreneur. And that's what we don't agree with you. Because if you have the resources in a country that does not help you thrive as a business, you can't succeed. Period.
If you strive harder in this country, you will succeed. The other country, are they not paying tax? They are. So what are you saying?
Malis, let me take your opinion on that before we come to the tax fight. Because the countries you guys want to Japa to, they pay heavy tax.
But there's value.
And also they have built their economies already. They are a developed country. This is a developing country. So why don't we, and this is a question I'm throwing across, Malis, you can also share your opinion on that. Why don't we all come together and build it rather than try to run from it? Okay.
Let me first state my submission as to whether I'll be leaving the country or not. I don't even think it should be a question. Because I will leave. I had an intense drive last year to leave the country that even resulted in doing my passport. Because it got to a time in the country, it was just unbearable. You wake up today, the city is over the roof. You wake up tomorrow. A lot of, in quotes, nonsense conditions we're living in this country. And it's not right. You were making a point that you should invest money into a business or build your business or whatever. Look, you are in a country where the taxes you pay are more than the investment you make, and you want to thrive. It doesn't work. You are living in a country where the government doesn't even give new businesses tax holidays, except if you're an international company coming into the country. And you think you will survive? I'm sorry. I will live without thinking twice, right? Wait. I would live without thinking twice because, honestly, apart from the sun, what else works in Ghana? Tell me.
Your heart works?
Apart from the sun. And my heart is failing. It's failing. Look, it has failed. It has failed. Apart from the sun, nothing works in this country. Education, health, what? Industrialization, zero. We are below negative. It's not nice. I will leave. And whether we should stay and build a country, look, our forefathers had the opportunity to do that. They didn't do it for us. Is it me that will come and start?
You will work like your forefathers. You two will work like...
Wait, look.
Water.
Yeah.
Yes, so I'll go there and pray for you guys.
I get the whole tax thing. Look, I'll prefer to travel outside, pay huge taxes when I know that that money is going to go to a better place than I'll come here and pay taxes when I now go to the hospitals and there are no beds.
Right. Okay. So
Do you understand?
let me ask the last question. You said you'd be a tree.
Absolutely.
Which country would
UK.
UK?
Don't you get the accent already?
Okay. Sorry, bruv. Akpe, which country are you going to?
For my vacation, I haven't thought about that yet because I'm still on the point that we can stay and make a difference. That's why we are the GenZs. We have the voice. Okay. So make a difference. Be the difference, okay?
Be the difference according to Akpe. Enoch, what country?
Me, France.
You go back to France?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's give the microphone to Malise and give the microphone to Dede. You want to say something? Okay.
In reaction to her. Okay. Make it brief. Yeah, so you said we should stay and build the country, right? Yeah. Now, how did the developed countries get to where they did? By employing what we call protectionist strategies. Mm-hmm. What did they do? They limited severely their rate of imports in order to grow their local economy. Bingo. Now, after they reached the states they are in now, and then they have now made these, what do you call them? Economic groups, okay? Things like what? The Commonwealth, ECOWAS, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. These things are golden cages in that they bring us rules and deals that force us to keep our markets open so that they can flood their flood our markets with their goods. Mm-hmm. Yeah? And what does that do? That kills our local economies. Yeah. Now, if we try to employ the same strategy they did, try to protect our markets, that goes against the trade deal, okay? That is protectionism, and they are going to impose economic sanctions on us we can't bear. Right. So already, the point is that it is a losing battle. It is not, we are already disadvantaged. We are already...
So you don't think the country would move forward as a developing...
If it can, it will take years.
It's nice to dream about the fact that Ghana will develop.
I'm not against the fact that we are experiencing all these things, okay? But I believe that we have the voice. We can make a difference. You have so much knowledge. So stay. Why don't you stay and endure so that when you get there, you can put up things in place?
Ghana's press index. Move on.
Look, it's not relevant to what I'm saying. So...
Moses, what country would you japa to?
The original United States of America.
There is an original.
Because Ashaiman too has Ashaiman US and all those things. So the original one. And additionally, all the things we are saying here is conditional. It's conditional on the fact that conditions change. We are not stupid. If we are in a country where the conditions are favorable, nobody would want to travel. So everything we are saying here, everybody who is saying they want to leave, their decision is conditional. If things change, we'll stay and be the Gassam everybody wants us to be. We'll build the country. You understand? So we'll do that. All right?
You know, the Lulu is a Solulu, right? So being the Lulu over here is understandable. But with my baby girl, we just need some vacations, that's all.
Right. So there you have it. These are opinions from Gen Zs. Most of them would leave. They have those who still want to be patriots enough or patriotic enough to build the country because they see a future for a country called Ghana. Would you leave Ghana with hopes of building greener pastures somewhere else? Or would you consider to build your greener pastures here in Ghana? Keep the conversation going on 3Extra on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. My name is KING Kwaku Mensah, and this has been GenZReacts.